Wait, I shot this video before the whole Daystar conundrum started. Come on, even Uber Angel confirms it here.
Man was really doing exacting that he needed to do. Why would you be in there as a leader with a phone? And you are in there, and everyone's just looking around, A leader, put your phone. You know why I keep my phone? I've told you, there is one man I need the phone here, which is Pastor Chris. Yes. If he calls, I answer.
Yes.
Now, are you getting?
Yes,
not that he will call me when he knows I'm live, but if he doesn't know I'm live, he will call. And if he calls, that's the voice of God to me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Man. Yes, are you getting this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I looked at it and I said, no. And my wife immediately said, this man, what he's doing here is good. I looked at it and said, this is good.
I guess Uber Angel would be under spiritual abuse in the context of what you have been looking at. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that right now. Those who have been following my story on Daystar will get onto that later. But for now, something I thought was actually a good relationship between Uber Angel and ABEL DAMINA, because Apostle Aramosai had been in the mix or seen to be as the one causing commotion in the airwaves. Uber Angel had said how much he loved Pastor ABEL DAMINA with respect to what he's doing, and we are going to be looking at that, of course, in today's video for those who hadn't seen that particular conversation. You know, for me in my corner, I see all these things happening and I smile in my head. While we get on to this particular conversation, one thing I want you to take away first, because some of you wouldn't watch to the end, please, on no account should all of these basbos, him say that you see your pastors do from their pulpit, from their bedroom, from their parlor, wherever they are doing it from, on no account should that make you lose focus on who the author and finisher of your faith is. There is body of Christ and we've got a body of men. So when men are having their situation, whether this one say God say, this one say God did not say, don't lose your focus on the author and finisher of your faith. Anyway, let's get on to the video as well. My ear don't fool. Make we listen. Let me remove these glasses. It's making me look ancient of this. So this is a video of Prophet Uber Angel, where he get to talk about Pastor ABEL DAMINA in the process. Now, anyone that listens will know who he's referring to. So let's play the video in context. I belong to no one. Here, it is facts over sentiment. Do you hear? Let's listen to Prophet Uber Angel.
So, I was just amazed to see men of God sitting down, arguing whether Elon Musk actually gave to Christ Embers.
Meanwhile, there's an update I got from someone in the previous video. I pinned it, of course, but for those who had watched earlier and then Vamus, I'll be giving you that little detail, of course, on this conversation towards the end of the video. I'm going to read the comment as well for you, and I think that would be the only sensible explanation to this whole conundrum about Eremos. Let's go on.
How low can you be as a man? Forget about of God. Just a man. How low and cheap can you be? That you sit back and say, it's a lie, it's not him, it's not the real Elon Musk. Wow.
Pastor ABEL DAMINA didn't say it's a lie, it's not him, it's not the real. If you listen to that particular video clear, just before we get to continue, let me make some things clear, because I think listening itself is also a skill. ABEL DAMINA was reacting to what was being shared on the internet, of which one of the messages that was circulating was a lie. Even you Christ Embassy members know that that is a lie. I don't know why you people cannot even comment there. It's a lie. You be saying glory, glory. But what was the narrative that was being propagated, which is what he himself received, was what he was reacting to. So he was now saying, if that is what is being purported to be, that Elon Musk gave to the ministry, then it's something very general. Then that would be deceptive. Because even he himself was not aware, it was a trend that got to. Just like me. Did I know? You will hear Uber Angel say something here I'm going to react to, because some of you that are members, you are watching now. Some of you deserve knock. Suppose they knock you people friendship knock on your head, because you people don't hear what. So just to clear that particular fact, my dear friend, Calm down. You people, your blood is too hot. This video has not even gone anywhere. Someone is already saying, you are mad, you are crazy. Is that what they taught you in your church? Calm down. Okay, let's go on.
So to you, it's a lie that this is not the real Elon Musk. But you are qualified to know the real Elon Musk. But the real Elon Musk cannot give. And where are we getting? Who is the source? The source is called Trust Me, Brother.
Sir, I cannot call you brother. You are far older than me. So I'll tell you, sir. No one is saying that Elon Musk cannot give. Do you know how much Elon Musk has given to charity? And they are in public records and all of that. Even I said it as well. Of course, Elon Musk can give. But in this case, it's my opinion. We can have a disagreement. That is okay. Okay? But no one is saying that Elon Musk cannot give. That's not a conversation. Okay? But let's go.
So we trust you. That's your source. Sit down in a chair, discussing a man who gave. And Christ has never made a deal about it. These are private announcements that are taking place. And I'm there every time. So I know it's not meant for the world or anything like that. People are in there, but they can take videos. I take my own. But imagine how low quality can you be?
This information is not meant for the world, even though you are in this world. So I want to tell you, you that some of you are watching now, you Christ Embassy members, you that posted it on TikTok and posted it on Twitter and Instagram. Should they say you people are not on Instagram? Those are why do you exist on this media platform and then making us having this conversation? Why am I talking about it? Why did I even talk about it? It was trending. You that is hating me that I'm talking about it, the only reason why you don't like my conversation is because I am not saying what you want to hear. When I go to other platforms where this is discussed, I'm saying, God bless you. Oh yes, you are blessed. No, here, whether you bless me or curse me, maybe I don't talk within them my mind. But are you getting the point right here? He is saying that was not an information meant for the world. You people that were sharing it and doing, those of you that were there as members, why were you sharing it? You don't respect your church. Common discipline. You don't have discipline of what is happening in your church. You don't have discipline to respect that. Let me pierce you people now. People should be calming down. This is supposed to have been. This is for you, but now you are bringing it outside and people are talking about it. You too, you are complaining. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, let's go on.
How much of a nincompoop can you be? A dunderhead. A blind person can you be? That it becomes an issue. You discuss it. To actually go on a talk show to talk that it is not him.
At first, when I was listening, I was like, hey, they don't give me woto. Hey, nincompoop. Anything you want to call me, please call me. For me, I don't, you see, I don't get worry. I don't get, this life is too. But when you now talk about talk show, the last time I checked, it was ABEL Damina that was on a podcast where he was reacting to a question that was being asked of him. You don't need, if your brain is sitting on your head, you know that he's talking about ABEL Damina. He doesn't even need to mention his name. But let's go on.
Is it your angle, this man? Is he your brother? That you know is not him. You see, it's losing a compass. Losing focus.
Losing a compass. Focus.
Losing focus, please. You will come. George should not be laughing at this. Is something. No, there's nothing spiritual about this. This is not spiritual conversation. This is just we looking at. He's not preaching, except you say he's preaching a remorse or preaching ABEL Damina or preaching his father. So this is just we having a conversation, okay? When he said lose focus, the first thing that came to my mind, this video. So the first thing that came to mind was this video. Some of you, okay, I haven't reacted to this video proper because I have to sit down and then this is the only one I have to use Bible. When I say use Bible, as if I'm just using the Bible. This is the one I have to just sit down and then we look at scriptures together. But ABEL Damina and Apostle Aromosai had a bit of a situation. Apostle Aromosai called ABEL Damina agent, is it? Please, I don't know, somewhere that is from Satan. He's working for Satan or something. And just to give you refresh your mind as well, listen to this.
Here, one man of God who is always saying that he knows he has not slept with another woman since he married his wife, so that is why he's a righteous man.
I did this in South Africa. I said, hey, if there is any woman among you that I laid hand on, let the woman cry out.
Now, Pastor ABEL Damina, that was not just for you. ABEL Damina is following, or Damina is following. Apostle Ramosai didn't say that that is what means I am a righteous man. He was just looking at that. We discussed about this. Even he himself had to dealt with lust, of course, before. So we talked about this before. If you have been here longer, you know the video. Those who are just here for the first time, we can sieve them out in the comments. So he wasn't saying that, oh, that means he's a righteous man. No, he was just looking at that particular angle. You and I, you know, if you have been on social media for a long time, that when it comes to scandals, look at what is happening in America. I have not even gotten to discussing about TD Jakes, what is happening with Daystar, a whole TV network. Even over here in Nigeria, look at our apostles, our pastors, and the scandals that, of course, that have been with them. So when it comes to most time as well in the church with pastors, there have been at least, come on, recently Apostle Femi Lazarus, just so you know, I think I have to chip this in. Apostle Femi Lazarus had an interview with somebody who she cover face, she cover wear, come wear glasses on top, and she was talking about her sexual experience, or did I just use the right word? Her experience with a particular man of God, and you people are there writing in the comment that he should have mentioned names, or the girl should have mentioned names. You people, okay, these people, no. See, until you know that there's a difference between body of men and body of Christ, you will not know how far. The things I have heard, the things I have seen in my eyes, some things we just look and we laugh and just say, look at them. We don't blame them. Sheep will name where you see. The point I'm trying to make with this right here is that what Eremosai was saying at that particular point was not insinuating that he's a righteous man, but he was just looking at a popular or a more significant aspect of ministers that he has not subscribed to, or so in that particular regard he was looking at that context, not as if, oh, I'm a righteous man. So no. But ABEL Damina had to also have a thing as well to hold on him for. So I understood the context. That was not even the first time he said that. He has said that many times, even when he was in South Africa and all that. So I looked at it at that time contextually. So I will not say, oh, because, let's say, for example, I won't say because I'm a virgin or because I don't smoke, that means I'm a righteous man. No. But if I am holding on to that particular aspect of me as a justification for what I am getting from God or how God is working with me, then I'm a liar, because that cannot even be a justification for how God decides to work with me or prosper me or something. Do you understand? Just get that, of course, clearly. But let's just finish up that. So why I had to bring that when Robert Angel talked about focus, this video came to mind. Let's just finish it up so we get to the point where Robert Angel talked about focus.
Your yardstick for righteousness.
You know what? I am sure of my integrity.
To fear. You have not slept with another woman, but you're full of pride, cockiness, and all kinds of stuff.
How many people that are preachers can come before their congregation and say, whose daughter did I touch?
Are we flaunting our credentials? If your morality was okay, Jesus will not die. Why are you preaching another gospel and making noise with it? Shut up.
When I'm 89, 90, I will raise my right hand and say if there's any woman I touched in my pilgrimage, because I know how long I will live.
You are bragging. You even have wife. What about you knocks that have never slept with a woman?
Hey, no enter. If you enter Wahala with Pastor ABEL Damina like this, sorry for you. You just. But what ABEL Damina is saying here is factual. Just that I think, the way he's just amplifying it, and Apostle Ramosai as well, he also gets to amplify himself. I don't know if I'll call it pride, if I'll call it natural man's ego, because men naturally have this sense of ego. I know. Then when it becomes spiritual, it's another thing entirely. So that's why sometimes I'm not surprised at what I see happening in church and how pastors get to speak about themselves and all of those things. I'm not surprised, because there's just this masculine inherent trait that can be spiritualized, and it's going to be as if, oh, you get that kind of thing. So this is just a man's thing here I'm seeing here. Okay, but that's just it. Let's go on.
The stakes are higher, brother. And I hear is going around telling people, if you don't pray for 10 hours, you are still joking in your Christianity.
If you can't pray for 10 hours, you cannot be my pastor. You cannot.
Okay, so you see, he just this is Aromosai's personal disposition in his ministry as quote and unquote remnants. If you cannot pray for 10 hours, you cannot be my pastor. Either being a pastor in his ministry or probably being I won't suggest he's talking about someone he looks up to as being someone that can pastor him. He has people that he looks up to, like the person he fell under anointing under recently that was trending. I was like, why is this trending? That they lay hands on him and he fall. They say, oh, Apostle Ramosai, you people. This is how you people will be trending things here and there, And when I now talk about it, you say, George, you are Antichrist, but you are the ones throwing it around everywhere. So I wouldn't think he's talking about those that he can, listen to, or those he respects to be those that are, if you cannot pray for 10 hours. I think he's talking about those who are in his own ministry, or would I say under the remnant clan. Do you understand? Or would I say, yeah? So, but anyway, ABEL DAMINA looked at it as being, the whole of Christianity or that kind of thing. But context is very important. Different, like they call it, that they have a tribe, different sects as well, get to have some things they believe or they live by, Last time we saw a video of a pastor who said that having facial hair is not apostolic. So me now we get small behavior now, wahala from me. But let's go on.
Pastor, because all our problems will come from
10 hours. That's a wicked tax master. Wicked. Even Jesus asked the people to pray just 1 hour. His own, he has made it 10 hours. Which scripture? Anybody that is still bragging on his credentials is still in pre-nursery class in Christianity. He's still where? Pre-nursery. He's not even in nursery. You are still far from Christ.
You are still far from Christ. At least that is better than saying that you are working for Satan. Because when Aromosai said that, he was saying it on the context of what ABEL DAMINA has said about pornography and all of that. So him now, ABEL DAMINA's reaction, looking at Apostle Aromosai's persona and saying he's far from Christ, which of them has a higher weight? These are what they are saying about themselves. But let's go on to the focus. Focus is what brought me to this video, okay?
You know what we're doing? Destroying each other. We are so good. White people rarely do so.
You say white people really? Are you even in the? Okay, it's just that I decide to focus on, and this is not a matter of destruction. Please. When people get to argue, or would I say have a disagreement based on doctrine, it's not about destruction. There was no social media in the time of, let's say, the apostle, or would you say that those who actually made sure Jesus was hung on the cross, even though that was his faith or what he came here for, were actually priests like him as well. When Paul and Peter had their situation where Paul had to really call out Peter for his hypocrisy, there was no social media then, but it was written in the Bible clearly for you to know that these things can do happen. But of course, based on the faith, not like destroying. Just that I don't want to really move a lot about into the Western. Let me look at what is happening in Africa to a great extent. And I haven't even scratched the surface of conversations I want us to have. I haven't even. Looking at it as being destroying, no. If you are building up something that is false, and someone comes to relegate that falsehood you are building, the person has not destroyed you, except now he sees himself to be the pioneer of miracle money, or would I say the father of miracle money, like his hype men always call him. When someone comes and speak against that thing, you think it is your own innovation or invention, or you started it. It will look as if the person is destroying you. No. We are looking at doctrine here. We are looking at facts here. No sentiment at all. So you get the point. But let's go on here.
If they do, they do it. But guess what? We are so involved in getting our brother down. And we'll never rise. Never. Same thing with Christians fighting each other. Muslims, they fight, but they don't fight openly.
Yeah.
Christians,
okay, maybe one day. This is not like my area of conversation. That's why people say, oh, you talk about Christianity, don't talk about Islam. I've talked about Islam here on the platform. I've talked about juju. One human being came one time and say, why don't you talk about juju priests? I've been here for a long time. I've exposed the scam in juju. Look for it on this channel, you will see. Do you understand? So when Christians want to use the yardstick of Muslims, hey, do you know what is happening between the Sunni and Shiite Muslims? Do you know that there's a particular Muslim sect that believe in the Quran is number one? You don't interpret anything that is said into the hadith as a reference, of course, to the Quran. There's a sect like that believe Quran is the ultimate, that is the word of Allah. And then there are some that try to use the hadith as well as a basis for them to have a doctrine or conversation. They literally sit down and have debates. But if I bring those conversations right here, how does that even in any way benefit you? It will not even give you points to say you want to argue with someone that is a Muslim, except a Muslim is coming into a Christian conversation. Then we can, try to, some of you, your mind is closed. I've seen things. So what he's saying here, non-fa, me, I'll tell you because I'm in those spaces, I know. I watch these things as well to really know what is happening. What I'm telling you right now is facts. Go and find it out. Let's go on.
Again, is pastor. That's what's happening right now. I'm enjoying what's happening in Nigeria. Oh my God. Thank you for the drama, God.
You see, you are enjoying what is happening, but in the other, you just started by saying Christians attacking each other, but you are enjoying what is happening. This is where the subject of focus comes in. Let's go on.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
I'm telling you, one guy was fighting everyone, saying he's the one who knows the spiritual thing, and this is just a new guy. Doesn't know nothing. He comes in, and then Damina came in, and he's fighting everyone, including the one who said he's holy.
Damina is not fighting anybody. That I can tell you for sure. You see, what he speaks of, when Eremosai came and spoke about Damina with the way he spoke about him, Damina didn't call his name. I just wonder what happens. How do people think? Sometimes when I read comments, I'm like, this person, the brain halas. Apostle Eremosai was preaching, and then he got to talk about, even though he didn't mention about Damina's name, but the interview of ABEL Damina that was trending everywhere, he reacted to it and then said what he said. You have brain. You know that this thing he's talking about this person, because you know what is happening in the social media. You know what is trending. You know what is in the airwaves. You have no problem. You don't care. You don't, oh yes, Papa. When your pastor is questioning, or would I say reacting to a trend, like I am sitting now as well here, reacting to this trend, your brain is intact. You're okay. But when I come and I'm reacting to what they are reacting and putting on the internet, I become your agent of Satan. Do you have brain inside your head? No, sometimes I get to wonder. You see, so when I get to look at this right here, I would say, like him reacting right now, it's more like, I don't know, nothing. Now, ABEL Damina has come in the waves. Now, ABEL Damina is that man is smart. Forget it. He knows what he's doing. That I can tell you for sure. When it comes to the media, let me not talk. You know me now why I could talk about Damina matter. It's global bubble. I have respect for everybody. I've told you people many times, what keeps me on this platform, the kind of heart way God just give me. You see me, I no carry anybody. If they carry me for mind, it's to your own doom. I'm just telling you. Because when it comes to how God has inspired me as well to do what I do, that is one rule I don't have to break. When you have hatred in your heart for any body. That's why I face the fact. Even the devil, the person that you case is Jarlatan is this. If there's something about them that is not true, I will defend them. I don't care, because I have to make sure I face the fact. Let's go on. Now
the other one now realized his position of opposing people has been taken. Now he's opposing Damina now.
Hey,
Damina has caused chaos. I love Damina.
This is the same Damina he says he loves. Now, he loves Damina because Damina is giving Eremosai woto. Or seems to be that he's taking over Eremosai's spot. According to him, he loves Damina on God. See, I think I told you before, don't let all of these buzzwords you see happening amongst your pastors ever make you. That's why for me, I listen to all of them. I take what I can take because I have a sound mind. I know. Yeah. So for me, I will not say because you are this or because I will sit down and listen to you. I can tell from what spirit you are speaking. If na hunger carry you come out today, you just want cash out. Or if na say you have a personal issue with someone, that's what brought you today to come and preach. When I see the videos, I click and I watch. I won't say because I listen. Because for you to do the kind of things I do here, you have to be a good listener. So if that's the ground for which he's in love with ABEL Damina, interesting, but let's go.
Damina, he has exposed some hypocrites, and not preachers, hypocrites. The ones who are hypocrites opposing other pastors. Now he's opposing them. Now they are fighting Damina now.
And he will go ahead to make it specific who he's talking about, not like trying to make it general.
Like, wait a minute, this is you should be your brother. You guys like opposing other people. Why don't you join as a force? No. It's a sport that Damina is taken from him now. Now he doesn't know what to do now. He's fighting. He's crying now. Like, hey, wait a minute. You're getting more attention than me now. I thought this is my area. Because the ministry of opposing people doesn't have shelf life. Not a long shelf life. No. Just a few years and people forget you.
Wow.
You see, that's the thing. People think that Aramosai or ABEL Damina, when you see a clear opposition, is when, like, you see this, ABEL Damina clearly inferring to Aramosai, or Aramosai clearly inferring to, ABEL Damina, which is something that is outside the context of doctrine, like categorically, I would say. Do you understand? But just a question of maybe character or perception. Even though ABEL Damina's conversation, of course, is made based on maybe, the scriptures when he was giving a rebuttal, looking at Apostle Aramosai's character and persona. I don't see these things as positions and all of that. Do you understand? Even as I am right here as well, just that I don't talk about people that even get to. Do you know the kind of people opposing me? Pastors, general overseer. That means I am important to general overseer. General overseers are opposing me. That the one coming for me. Small me like this. But one with God is majority. Is it for me to be shaking or what? No, now. Let's go on.
Look at it. And I was going to take it from Damina. Damina. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir. You're getting it, sir.
It's a funny existence. Just fighting each other. That's it. This one is fighting this one is fighting this one is fighting. It's drama.
It's a circus.
This is entertainment.
Yeah.
It's a circus.
Yeah.
Please, Damina, continue. Stick on this one. Hear my advice. I've never mentioned your name, maybe once, but here, listen to your brother. Continue talking about these people.
Now he has come to your papa, you have changed for him. But let's go on.
One guy. Continue fighting him.
One guy.
So he understands fighting others does not pay. They'll come after you. Did I not prophesy this? I said there will be one person who will rise, who will start attacking you. Then you realize, no, you had a calling, but you are actually opposing your own calling. You're discrediting your own calling. Polluting your own calling. For the love of fighting men, so you get attention. Very much cold. Wonderfully cold. But the target has been missed. Now Damina has taken his spot. I'm praying for you, sir, to regain your spot. When you regain it, remember I prophesied it. I told you, you become funny, I can become funny too. You become petty. I'm very able to become petty. But you see what is happening? Pastor fighting pastor. Apostle fighting apostle. Teacher fighting teacher. Yet Muslims, they're not out there opposing each other. Very wise. Muslims, kudos to you. You know what you're doing. They don't even want to oppose a prophet. They can't. Their prophet, no, leave him. Pastors fighting prophets. Some come in and say, no, this is not a prophet.
Wait. If you want to, is he trying to put himself? This is not a conversation.
Do you know? You see what I'm saying? Raise your hands wherever you are. I was being sarcastic anyway.
When I heard that word focus, what triggered me was that video where he was saying, ABEL Damina should continue on Aramosai. But now as well, it has come to your wing, because if you are applauding him purportedly, since you see him to be attacking whoever, and then he has spoken about your father, you have now changed. I thought, don't you love him again or something? Let's continue with the video.
Losing focus.
He's losing focus.
He's really losing focus.
Sorry. You are very sorry, sir. You are very sorry that he lost focus, Robert. Hey, sorry, sorry. Don't vex. Calm down. I know. Let's go on.
Wow. Focus is lost.
Losing focus.
I mean, no, sorry, sir.
If you have seen the people we have seen, the people we have met,
Yeah.
how many heads of state I speak to, and I don't speak to them just on the phone, on video call.
Videos, yeah. That's true.
Not because I want to put them on video call. They themselves want to know if it's really me.
Yes. They want to make sure.
But just imagine. Somebody can sit there. Let me tell you something. The people I believed were men of God. Even me, I was wrong.
Hey, I hope it hasn't got into this process of him trying to insinuate that ABEL Damina is not a man of God or something. But he's speaking generally here, so let's go on.
Until the vision I received on my own, where Jesus stood in front of me and I knew it is Jesus. And then they commented that it's a lie. He never saw it. God told me. I said, hey, wait a minute. I thought this man was a man of God. If God spoke to him, he would tell him that he spoke to me.
Hey. Nice.
So when a man of God you respect begins to utter words that are out of line, that you know are contradictory to the thing that you believe, then you know this man did not hear God.
Yes, sir.
He's accusing God.
Okay, I think it's a different context here.
Wow. He had something else.
They don't know.
We have a woman here, right? Who now, maybe number 2, but who used to be number 1 in our ministry. Married to an oil tycoon. That some countries, if I mention the name, you would know all of them. You know the name. But she would beg us, please don't mention my name.
Yes.
My husband has allowed me to do this. I have the proof that he has allowed me to do this. But I'm a Christian. I believe in you, Christ. But my husband is a Muslim. Now imagine, we are leaving that name out and say we're not going to talk about it. But if we mention it, guess what will happen? Oh my God, it's a lie.
Yes.
You see, this was something. You remember the last question I asked in the first video? I talked about this whole Elon Musk situation. We'll continue with this video because I'm reacting live as well with it. I asked if Elon Musk literally gave to this ministry on his own by himself, would he want the publicity of what you see right now going on here? And that is what he's talking about. And this reminds me of a video that I just saw recently of Dr. Paul Eneche speaking to his members about the concept of giving and why he doesn't, even if they decide not to give his ministry, why it does not affect anything. But the example he gave, I wondered. Please listen.
I want to say something very, very clear. I said that yesterday. If everybody in this house, including everyone watching anywhere worldwide, decides not to give a dime in form of giving of any sort, tithing, offering of any sort, including this speaker, Jehovah is too big to be stranded. The work of God will not fill it 1 inch. I said 2 days ago that in the course of this construction, what was being spent a month was bigger than 1 year's tithe and offering together. Bigger, 1 month. Then where did the rest come from? Don't forget that God still has Cyruses. Don't forget that God still has Cyruses. That is people who are not within the commonwealth of Israel, that God can summon when necessary to carry out his assignment. Don't ever forget that. I remember some time back a woman was coming to our church. Husband wasn't coming to our church. He didn't belong to this religion, but he was okay with the church. He liked the church. I used to send the woman with his resources. He said, I believe in that church. Put this one there for me. Because his tithe, his or whatever it was. He said, put it there for me. I believe that. He doesn't come to church at all. Listen to me, beloved brothers and sisters. God is too big to be waiting on man before he walks. So clean it from your mind that a tiny money, whether it is called offering or tithe, can sponsor God or sponsor church.
You see, when I look at what is really happening with respect to like exemplifying, just like saying tomorrow now they say, oh, Kai West is now a Christian and Christians will be rejoicing, or this person is now, or maybe this celebrity has now turned to Christ. Everybody will be posting, oh, this person accepted Jesus Christ, celebration, this and this. Celebrities should not validate who the God you worship is. No celebrity, nobody validates or makes me feel that the God I worship is real or is who he is. But when it is celebrities' validation that is what defines to you or makes you feel like, oh yes, he's part of my community, then there's something wrong. It's my personal opinion you don't have to agree with, okay? So what I'm trying to make us understand here is that even if people from other faiths, because if you talk now, they will say the wealth of Gentiles are for the church, or the wealth of unbelievers or whatever. You know, there's that world transfer thing that they always discuss about. Even Benny Hinn talked about it sometime. It was trending and saying that other people's words will come to it. Don't go and walk, sit down there. It's really important that we really get to be careful of the standards that we set for ourselves as Christians. If you don't think I'm a Christian, wonderful. at least you're listening to me, because I'm a voice of reason and I want you to just sit down sometimes and reason. Let me go on.
He can never do that. He didn't give. Are you his accountant? How do you know? How do you know this? How much have these people given to all these locations? Just because we mentioned it.
Yes.
Doesn't mean to say you should be, oh my God. Do you understand the man is not looking for that money?
Yes.
See, sometimes I was talking to someone and they said, Prophet, I heard that Elon Musk gave. I said, so? They said, what? I said, listen, I think this question is only said by people who really have no idea what Pastor Chris is. Absolutely no idea whatsoever what the man is like.
Okay.
That man needs to be protected. Not by the government, but by you as Christians.
Please protect Pastor Chris. Please protect him. He needs your protection.
He needs your protection. I'm not talking about protect him so that he doesn't die. No. He needs honor from us. We protect him in our prayers. We protect him with our integrity. We protect him by following what he is saying. That's it. But guess what? Stupidity gone on rampage.
Yeah, it's really important as well, not just Pastor Chris. Pray for your men of God. They are not deities. They are not Ezemo. They are human beings, maybe walking by the Spirit of God. Amen. Pray for them, because that which easily begets you as well can also beget them. You might see them to be this, Superman. They can do and undo as well. So while you are praying for yourself, praying for your family, remember them in prayer. If maybe as you are watching me as well, being real judge comes into your mind, remember me in your prayers. Let's go on.
Men of God sitting and discussing. Someone said, I asked the AI if Elon Musk has ever... Nonsense. Start by asking AI how much I put in Christ Embassy.
And also, this is also one thing. That's why if you watch my first video discussing about this, I cut out the part of that conversation. I know that ChatGPT itself is garbage in, garbage out. It scans the internet most times, and then that's what it feeds you. If you went and typed this in ChatGPT, it will give you the information you find on Google, because this particular news is being posted by websites, blogs, even some blogs posted it, and then later from realization as well got to delete it. Either ways. So because of the saturation of this particular information, if you went on ChatGPT and typed Elon Musk realities or something, you will see the news there as a news, because it has been posted by many blogs or something. Do you understand? So I wouldn't get to rely on such information from this ChatGPT or something. You might look at historic events, looking at, okay, is there any link with Elon Musk and Christ Embassy as a church? There is none existing, except until now that we are hearing that he's been praying in tongues. That he's been praying in tongues, and I saw Christ Embassy members even confirming, he prays in tongues, he's spirit filled. And why is it so? Because the Christ Embassy pastor said so. So that is why it is so. Voice of reason.
Let's see if AI knows. You're stupid. How do you ask AI? AI is fed information. Do they think AI is some angel that came from heaven or something?
I think it thinks on its own.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's going on rampage. And I get it. When I say things like this, they will target me. My God, I don't care. I've been targeted by the biggest networks. I'm still standing.
Okay.
I'm still standing.
The gold mafia situation.
Oh yeah. I have no information about that. So you see, my proof. Is AI a bank? Does it know the balance in my account?
No.
Okay, I think it was just... I think he sat down to watch that whole clip, and then he's reacting to that. I thought they would give me woto. I'm just waiting, maybe, facts over sentiment. When I speak, facts.
If they think AI... Have you ever seen AI was started by saying... is Jesus Christ the Son of God? Oh man, I was so angered. People, I respect. I see him sitting there. I'm like, I respect this man. How does he sit there? The first thing he said was, I respect Pastor Chris. I said, this guy is good after all.
He's flowing.
He's flowing.
He's flowing.
When it's claimed that who claimed that? Pastor Chris has never spoken. He's quiet. He doesn't even know these people are sitting down and talking. He doesn't know one bit.
No time to follow.
So Hey, imagine I've been talking for how many minutes now, my dear friends. So that is Hubert Angel's reaction to it. And I think I spoke at some intervals as well to really help you understand the conversation, how I'm saying it. Some people have an issue when I get to interrupt my videos and then say what I have to say. If I allow the video play from beginning to the end, I might lose my line of thoughts. I don't sit down and write when I'm doing reaction because I know the story in my mind. I have to react to it as well as I say it. So that's why I get to group these things together. So you could tell me in the comments, are you okay with me pausing and reacting, or you just want to sit down and listen to everything? And then for this channel is not more like a copy and paste channel like you see. I have a face, you see me clearly. I don't do voiceover. Hey guys, welcome to this, and I play. No. So if I'm putting my face out there, you are seeing my live reaction. You see what I think and what I agree with or what I don't agree with. In this whole conundrum now between ABEL Damina, Hubert Angel, and also the person of Aromosai. Aromosai is not really a main subject in this. I had to just bring him into the conversation because Hubert Angel, said he loved him because of what he perceived to be ABEL Damina, having a squabble with the person of Aromosai. Do you understand? But anyway, him speaking that way might be something they understand as pastors. All about who is in the waves, who is number one, who is number two. George no get that time. I just see what you people are saying and I get to react to it. Let me show you. This was a comment that someone dropped in the previous video. The person said, this message I received might be the only proof that Elon Musk actually gave to Christ Embassy. Now listen. Okay, so a friend told me he actually gave the money, but the Connecticut branch wrote letters soliciting, hey, English, don't disgrace me today, soliciting funds to support Rhapsody. It's like the CSR of Elon Musk's company, not necessarily from him. That is why the Connecticut pastor received the award on Eremos' behalf. Does it make sense? If this particular assertion is true, then it makes sense. That should have been the situation. So the fact here would be that money actually came from Elon Musk's company, which there might be a public record to show that. So in case proof comes tomorrow that money came from here, okay, this right here makes sense. We are a community right here, okay? I don't have, even though sometimes when I read comments, I know some people that their brain is okay and those that their brain is not sinking. You don't have to agree with me. Why would I be talking about this if I'm saying it's not possible? Why am I even reading this comment to you? Because this right here would make sense. Don't you see that when people want to do program, they say, oh, don't mind me, I have a ball as well on my mustache here. I had to remove all the hair and it's now having space. Don't look at my mustache. Me, I'm looking at myself and wondering, hey, George, you have lost your cool. But you get the point. So this right here would make sense because you see, people want to do program, they apply for sponsorship or ask for. So if they wrote letters, because I have to just take this with a pinch of salt, even though it makes sense. If they wrote letters to the company or one of the companies of Elon Musk, either it is Twitter or SpaceX or Tesla, anywhere, and then they got money from that company, that means just Saraka, only Saraka, or would I say just corporate social responsibility that Elon Musk is doing is what has earned him spot number one compared to other people that have been giving or that were number two, number three. Now, we are not told the amount. It's only Femi Lazarus that came and told us over $10 million. Then one human being came and said $1 billion. I don't know which one to believe, but no amount was stated. That means just support that he gave, not like coming from him, but like from the company. I was thinking that Elon Musk just, but the way the other pastor made it look like, that Elon Musk has been praying in tongues with the man of God. Wait, Christ Embassy, you people know that now, that when you say man of God, our man of God, our man of God is always Pastor Chris. Why would someone say in the comment that the man of God is going to be someone else? If it was someone else, of course, they will call the name. Except you think I misheard Pastor Buden. So this particular comment was a bit plausible to me. If it was given as just, because you demanded, that is okay. Do you understand? And they always, like, also Christ Embassy always, ask people to donate to support the spread of the gospel because that particular, their document or their rhapsody is given free. Please, let's roll the clip. Odumeje was even, imagine Odumeje, 3 Dangote, 1 Eremos also received the rhapsody of reality. Please listen to him.
You know, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, okay?
Prophet of our time, wonderful man of God,
Pastor Chris.
Pastor Chris Oyakhilome.
Thank you.
I love you. And this is a wonderful, great book.
Thank you.
Rhapsody of reality.
Thank you.
And make sure you are reading this book of life.
Thank you.
And it will transform you.
Thank
to
you.
a better life.
Thank you.
Rhapsody of reality.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of reality.
Thank you so much. Thank you. In the Boski, in the files, saying that you're going to read the Rhapsody, yeah?
So if Odumeje is even endorsing Pastor Chris, what else do you want? I don't hate you people. Even my brother, after you say Igbo men like money, even my brother is saying, yes, it's a nice book, is this? You people even made video. Why would you be giving Odumeje that book and you are making video to post on social media? What is your... So Odumeje is now the one that will come and validate Pastor Chris or what? Or you just want to make content? Respect the rules of you people that are members. Have sense. Why are you are doing this for just attention? So that tomorrow you say, I evangelize Odumeje or what? Odumeje, that is the number one.
How long have you lived in America?
Almost 14 years. 14 years.
You are in America for 14 years. You have been there in America. And you are having high BP in America. Are you sure you are in America? I don't understand. Which side of America are you into?
California.
California. California. California is like a pure America. California. There's someone that sing that song. California. Do you know the person that sing that song? You don't know. I know this Californian place is a city that everybody know in America. It's like #1 city.
San Francisco. San Francisco.
Francisco. That is okay. That every pope will be Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is not pope.
No, California, inside California.
Okay, Obron ke Francisco. Eze one in Francisco. But that not one.
Yes.
Who is the Francisco?
For the city. The name of the city.
Okay, the name of the city is Francisco.
In California.
In California. So which side are you in California?
San Francisco.
Okay, you are inside San Francisco. That's a very big city. California is like #1 in America.
Yes,
big men are there. It's so when you are in California, nobody believes you can come back to Nigeria again because the place it's like heaven on earth. Is it not true?
Yeah.
You say you are having high BP.
I developed me before I'm in Nigeria, Paul.
Oh, your high BP started with
when my father died.
With Nigeria. But it's supposed to stop when you enter to California. Because Spirit of California is a place that is cold. If you see the kind house waited there, are you sure you are in California? California. The house where they California and a sky. Is it not sky house? This grass sky house.
Skyscraper. Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
Very tall.
California is a place, everybody. If you are living in America, not everybody can pay for that place. Is it not true?
It's true.
It's not that kind of place where all these musicians where they struggle life, they build house. No. They went to inside desert. Like all these Liklus, they went inside desert. California. They used to sing music with the California. 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 That's a place. Once you enter there, anybody where they call you on phone call in Nigeria, you will not pick. Because the person will be interrupting your enjoyment. Even to return back, your forefathers will be praying for you too. Because you can never decide to return back.
Number one prophet. Jay. Oh God, God, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Okay, this video is too long. Did I see you later? God bless you. Amen.